Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I'm a little late on my 2 weeks postpartum video, but I've just been trying to be as present as possible. So this is what we're looking like 2.5 weeks. My stomach has shrunk a lot from my first week postpartum. I haven't obviously been cleared yet to work out, but I am doing little movements because obviously I live on the 3rd floor, so I have to do a little workout by going up the stairs. But I've been feeling a lot stronger than the first week. I have just been trying to rest as much as possible, but I've been also just balancing resting, especially when Saint is napping, to nap when he naps, but to also balance doing chores. And honestly, cleaning has been so therapeutic for me. But it definitely is a lot to juggle in that little 3-hour span of him napping. Like, do I want to take a shower? Do I want to wash the dishes? Do I want to fold the laundry? Do I want to watch my show? Do I want to pump right now? Also, with pumping, I've been trying to stay ahead of him, like a feeding ahead. And what I mean by that is I'm not focused on doing my storage right now because I am switching location soon, so I will do my freezer storage when I get to my new spot, because I don't obviously want it to just be wasted and, de-thaw in the transition. So I'm waiting to do my freezer storage bags of milk once I move. But besides that, I will try to do like a bag or two ahead of him in the refrigerator. But if I pump while he's sleeping at least like 20 to 30 minutes, then it helps me stay consistent with pumping, as well as I know that it's not being wasted because he will have that later in the day or for the next day. But back to my body, I am feeling a lot stronger. Mentally, I am doing my best at juggling all the things that I have to do in the transition of having a new member of the family. So that's been I've been handling my mental okay. Emotionally, I have been quite emotional. There are several days out of the week where I cry at least one time, and it's not even necessarily sadness. Sometimes it is sadness. Sometimes it is me being overwhelmed. But part of that I know is the hormones. The other part of that is I naturally am an emotional person already. So sometimes I just get in my head too much. So I try to make sure I get my sun first thing in the morning. That 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning sun is really, really important to start my day because it's not too hot. Already it being so hot here in Arizona, it's been 100 plus this whole week. I think yesterday was 107. So anyway, I've just been, making sure I handle all of my physical, mental, and emotional responsibilities during this postpartum time. Also, I've been wanting to do a night routine with Saint, or a morning routine, or just to document more of my realistic moments with him. And I have been capturing a few moments, but I also have been trying to be present during this time and make sure I stay creative. The days have just been flying by already. 2.5 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks ago, I had him, and that is crazy to me because I remember it's fresh that the day that I had him. It's also fresh the few days after I had him. So I know that time is just going on and on and on and on and on. So I'm doing my best to have my daily to-do list, everything checked off. So make sure I pump. I've been writing down when I pump, writing down when he eats, making sure I drink my jugs of water, at least 2 whole ones. I think they're about 32 ounces. My goal is at least three, but I try not to force myself with that. At least, as long as I'm doing at least 2, then I know that I'm being hydrated, because breastfeeding, it is very demanding. I was reading that your brain uses 20% of your body's like energy, and breastfeeding uses 25. And it says something else, like it's the equivalent to running also several miles. Like that's how much energy it takes from your body. Like it's very, very demanding, but it also is a beautiful thing. So I'm just making sure I'm staying on top of that, my hydration and my diet as well. So, but it's, it is challenging. I will talk more about my breastfeeding journey so far with Saint, as well as the experience that I had with Soul 3 years ago. I'm going to do a separate breastfeeding video and talk a little bit more about my pump and why I got it. But anyway, back to postpartum stuff. So, with the postpartum depression, that whole situation, like, honestly, with Soul, I didn't take it as serious as it really is or it really can be. I just assumed like, oh, I won't get that. Like, people are overreacting, or not even overreacting, like, not to be insensitive, but like, I just really assumed that like I could handle it more. And I was wrong about that, because with Soul, I definitely experienced postpartum depression without even knowing that that's what I had until later on. I looked back, like, I want to say I had it for a while. Like Soul's 3, I had it at least a whole year, maybe like a year and a half for real. I just wasn't myself. And, it is challenging. It's a beautiful challenge to be a mother, because you have to put other people, or you get to put other people ahead of yourself, but in a pure, genuine way. So I know that like it is so rewarding and it's so pure, the love that they give you, the love that you give them, like you just want to give it to them. So I am very thankful for that, because like there are some people who don't get to be a mom, they, for whatever medical, spiritual, whatever reasons that they might have, whether they chose it or not, but I also still have to find time for myself. So, but I do know that like right now, these first few years of their life are really critical, and they're really important for bonding and just like getting to know them. So I'm not really pressed or trying to stress the time for myself, because I am about to be 27 later this year. I've had several years to put into myself as like a young adult and, on my way to 30, but I really want to spend majority of my time giving to them and making sure they are the best version of themselves, while still giving to myself, but like, in the right proportion. Yeah, so anyway, a little bit more about the babies. Saint is a Gemini double Pisces, and Soul is a Gemini Leo Libra. So I am very interested to see Saint's personality and how he'll be similar or different from Soul. Soul is a wild child, honey. Let me tell you, he is on 1,000 every single day and all day. And you might think like, yeah, that's how toddlers are. No, there are some toddlers that are super chill bill, or toddlers that have their hyper moments a couple days out of the week or a couple times throughout the day. No, Soul is on 1,000, like I said, all day, every day. But he's very himself, and I just love the excitement that he puts into just basic things. It really makes me check myself to make sure I'm being grateful for the small moments. Like, yeah, the mundane in the everyday lifestyle that we have to participate in, everyone, he makes it brighter. And I just am really thankful for that childlike mindset that he has, obviously because he is a child, but because it reminds me of like, to embrace the little things, embrace the boring everyday routine things that we might take for granted. Now, Saint, I was reading up on Saint's chart. It said that I can't really remember. I didn't really know what to take from it, but I feel like he will be more grounded, more emotional, obviously, because the Pisces. My rising is also Pisces, so I love that, and I am interested to see how we're going to connect with that. So yeah, I just want them to be best friends. Like, I want it to be them against the world. I'm really going to do my best to instill that in both of them. Like, make sure this is your brother. Like, you never tell on your brother, never snitch, you never turn your back on your brother. Like, it's y'all against the world. I think that is so important. Also, I have a lot of siblings on my mom and dad's side, and I just think it's really important to have that sibling bond, because it's like literally a built-in best friend. No matter the age difference, like, you guys share either a parent or both parents. I just think it's one of the best things in the world to have a sibling. So that was also something important to me that I wanted to give Soul, obviously, because he was the first child, as well as whichever child came next, which happened to be Saint. I wanted them to both have a sibling. So I'm really excited to see how they will just bond and play, and how their relationship will grow over the years. I'm excited to just watch them just be and grow up with each other. Them being 3 years apart, they will be in high school with each other. So my closest sister, she's 4 years younger than me. So we missed each other in high school. When I was a freshman in college, she was a freshman in high school. So my senior year, she was in 8th grade. So we missed each other. But for Saint and Soul, at least they'll definitely have freshman and senior year. If Saint doesn't happen, to start early or something, and then it could be sophomore, senior year. But with their birthdays being like that May, June area, I don't know how that will be, them starting early and all that stuff. So, like the cutoff date and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys, for my 2.5 weeks postpartum. I'm just bonding with Saint, and Soul is such a good big brother. He helps hold the bottle. He throws the diapers away. If I'm in the kitchen or something and Saint's crying, he's woken up from his nap. Soul will be like, Saint, cry, baby, cry, baby, cry. So he's definitely on his big brother stuff by looking out for him. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, definitely put them down below, and I will see you guys next video.